Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. So today I'm really excited to be taking a look at set number 75243, Slave One 20th Anniversary Edition. This set includes 1,007 pieces retailing for $119.99 when it released on April 1st of 2019. Looking at the box art for this set, absolutely stunning. I love the black spacey backdrop behind your build, and the 20 years of LEGO Star Wars logo, 1999-2019. You get your anniversary figure and the other minifigures in the set highlighted from the bottom as well. Just spectacular box art, much better I think than what they're currently doing for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. Spinning around to the back side of the box, we get a look at the other anniversary figures you could collect alongside these in the wave, as well as a picture of the very first ever version of the Slave One released in the year 2000. You'll also see it in the instruction manual. And of course, lots of pictures showcasing the build and its features with your characters interacting. As I got this back on release, I did build this previously. It included 8 numbered bags to build the set, in addition to your stickers and instruction manual. Instructions back when they mimicked the box. From the back you get your Win robot, piece count for 2 pages, leading to 1 more, and a quick advertisement showing some of the January releases for that year 2019. Lots of really interesting sets. Looking back at these, the only ones that I got were the 2 battle packs. Wish I got some of these other ones, because honestly some of these I think are pretty cool, especially this one over here. I wish I got that one. That one's a pretty nice build. You'll also see an advertisement for the failed gimmick wave, as well as the minifigures for this April wave in the regular sets, not the anniversary ones. Another thing I have to highlight about the 20th anniversary instruction manuals is that they do all include special information celebrating 20 years of LEGO Star Wars, a comparison to the original set that this new remake is inspired by, and just a general advertisement showcasing the other sets from this wave, and some details from the film. Again, that shot from Camino, which is just really cool to see in the back here. Really wish that they included this information, even though they aren't remakes, within the 25th anniversary LEGO Star Wars sets. Would have been really cool just to have that extra little bit of information. Beginning with the second-hand owner of this ship, we have Boba Fett returning from the 2016 Carbon Freezing Chamber set. Underneath the helmet, we have one of everybody's favorite facial expressions from the time, the angry clone face. Gotta love it. Really annoying that they put that there in place of the special one that they made back in 2010 that they even reused in other versions of him over the next couple of years. I don't know why it changed all of a sudden, it's just a little annoying. Otherwise, we get prints from the bottom of the feet leading up to the belt piece, up to the torso for the design. This is based on Empire Strikes Back, where you also get that neck cape with the print from the side, which looks amazing. Same exact helmet design we saw introduced in 2010, which is separate from the jetpack, which will be another under the neck accessory covering up the back printing. And of course you get the helmet holes in order to place stuff like the rangefinder that you have up here at the top, and LEGO is kind enough to include a ton of spares of those, as well as the visors that you typically get with the clone troopers. Returning from a named character battle pack released in 2017, we have Forlom, who includes a specialized mold for his head that was introduced for his character, and prints for the torso leading all the way down to the legs. Get the back printing, and you get a gun for the accessory. And another really interesting thing about him is that you do happen to get a accessory hole from the top of the head. I don't know why. It's so weird. Appearing for the first time ever in LEGO form in this set, we also got Zuckuss, which is definitely a surprise for sure, but a welcome one. Because of the name of the character, I'm really surprised that he ended up being in this set, just knowing LEGO being very, very sensitive about wording and such. But anyways, they made brand new prints for the skirt piece, as well as the torso, and even a brand new mold for his head, which looks amazing. Get a gun for the accessory, as well as printing continued from the back side of the character on the skirt even, which is just great to see how much detail they threw into his character. And one last thing I have to mention, just like Forlom, which is just really weird, is that there's an accessory hole on the top of his head. I don't know why that's there. It's just like, what would they put there? It doesn't make sense. And then finally, to round out the regular minifigures in this set, we have Han Solo, who is exclusive to the set purely because he includes a different facial expression than the version that you would have gotten within the UCS Millennium Falcon set. Though speaking of that version from the UCS Millennium Falcon, we get those amazing leg prints and that torso from The Empire Strikes Back. His outfit is just really amazing, and even coming with that facial expression introduced, I believe, in 2014, and you even get the hair mold that was introduced in 2016, and we get a double-sided facial expression, one with a calm face, and then more of a smirk from the other side. Finishing up with Han Solo, we're gonna spin his face around, make him a little bit more unhappy, because we're gonna throw him in the Carbonite piece, which is the same exact one introduced in the year 2010, which I remember getting this for the first time in that Slave 1 set, and I was just really amazed that this was something that exists. It's really unfortunate that it doesn't match the minifigure included in this set, but it is what it is. I really like this piece. I think it's amazing. Nowadays, they just throw a sticker on a 1x2 wall element, which is really unfortunate. I really wish that they could go back and make something special like this for the next time that we have Han in the Carbonite, which who knows when that's going to be. But again, just the attention to detail on this thing as far as just the sides, having those prints, get the clip piece connections from each end so you can hold on to it. So if you want to just have Boba Fett over here, hold on to the clip piece, pretend to have it levitating as he brings it onto the ship. I'll take a better picture and show it on screen while this is all blurry. But for those of you wondering how you put Captain Solo into the Carbonite, you get these two bar connections from the backside. Just want to make sure his hands are down, and you can easily clip his hands into the back of the Carbonite. He won't fall out. It's just a little awkward that it's an entirely different figure than the figure that's shown from the front of the mold. Celebrating 20 years of the LEGO Star Wars theme, we get a reprint of Princess Leia from the 2000 Millennium Falcon set. Just like the Han Solo minifigure that we got in the smallest set of the wave, that one also came in that 2000 Millennium Falcon. Such a classic design as far as the torso print, which would get reused even past its original release date, and the OG Leia bun piece returning, which just like the Darth Vader helmet, is just crazy to see come out in a 2019 LEGO Star Wars set. From the back side of her figure, you'll get that 20 years of LEGO Star Wars print to tell this version apart from the one that released back in the day. And you get a classic style gun, which I also just have to appreciate just because that's the LEGO Star Wars I grew up with. LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Just really wish that instead of this translucent blue, we maybe had a red stud. Like the other anniversary figures in this wave, you do get an exclusive print for 20 years of LEGO Star Wars with the name of your character, Princess Leia. Studs from the back, so you can place her on the stand. And you get this 2x4 plate piece off to the side, so you can connect this character to the rest in the lineup. With our minifigures out of the way, it's time to take a look at the Slave 1, also now known as Boba Fett's Starship, because Disney wants to rename everything that seems to be inappropriate. I kind of question why they haven't renamed Zuckuss yet, or have they? I don't know. One of my favorite parts of this set is the back side of the build. Now, you can see all the engines and also just the foundation elements and everything. But my favorite part of this build is this Technic bit over here that you can lift up and use as a handle for this set to help whoosh it around, which I really love that you can do that, just like the handle that you get on the Anakin's Pod Racer set, which I did show off in that review. You can check that out, link in the description below, card above. It just makes handling this set so much easier, so much better, and it just feels so much fun. I expect kids really would enjoy this feature, and it's a feature that I think has stayed on all the other slave ones that came after it. Moving around the rest of the build, we have the side wings, which feature these stickers, and lots of other smaller pieces to get some smaller details. Leading up, I have to talk about getting this piece in the dark green. Really love that piece in that color, as well as getting lots of these other cover-up slope pieces in the dark red. We'll see some more stickers from the front of the build. Same exact design as we move off to this side. Speaking of the feature involving these, as you turn the ship, they will turn alongside it, which will also turn the cockpit inside the vehicle when your minifigure's sitting inside. So placing your minifigure inside the cockpit, all you gotta do is wiggle that out. Get the same exact mold that was introduced back in 2010 for the set. Inside the cockpit, you'll find some sticker designs from each side on those 1x3 bricks. And you'll also get one of those common cheese slope control panels. Placing Boba Fett into his vehicle, you just place him on the studded area, and you'll see that his head clashes against the control panel. Placing cockpit right back on. As you lift the vehicle, you'll see that he straightens himself out, and he's facing forward in the cockpit. One glaring issue on this set that I guess is also just really easy to cover up if you don't like it are these rapid fire shooters. Now, how do you shoot these off? You can't really see anything going on from the sides. Now, from the very back, we have these little red things up at the top. When you push down, it'll fire one off into the distance, never to be found again, somewhere behind me now. You do happen to get one extra in case you lose it. You can reload it. This all works with a gear system, which you can actually kind of see a little bit behind the handle there. You see that there's that little wheel piece that pushes down. When you push down on this whole Technic system in there to make that work. Not going to shoot any more of those off because I don't want to lose any more of them, even though I have quite a lot of them in my collection from the sets that I've gotten over the years. Moving right down the build, I do have to appreciate all of the tiling off. I think it looks great in the sloping from the center. Unlike previous versions of the Slave One, we don't have any hidden compartment features from the sides, which is a little unfortunate, though we do happen to get the turrets, which are really nice that these aren't these rapid fire shooters or anything stud gun related. I'm really happy that they left those alone and you can spin those around as you please. And finally, that brings us to the bottom back side here, where you have a part that you can lift up in order to store Captain Solo inside the ship. Simply just bring him out and throw him inside there and cover it up. Hides very nice and easily. Another good thing to note is he won't wiggle around too much in the enclosed space. So overall, for $120, I think this was one of the strongest sets of the 20th anniversary lineup, and definitely one of our best Slave One builds that we've ever gotten, and especially nowadays looking at what we've gotten recently from the Book of Boba Fett. That one, though a bit of a cheaper price, was just a little too small for me. I think this is a really good size for the Slave One, even though I guess you could argue the UCS version is probably the best version of the Slave One. I'm really excited to see when they eventually decide to make a new UCS Slave One. They definitely should sometime soon. But yeah, as a whole, minifigure wise, even getting figures that aren't really necessary in this set, anniversary figure and 2 extra bounty hunter minifigures, one for the very first time ever in LEGO form. Can't really go wrong with this set. Love how you can swoosh it around with the handle. Love how you can display it like this if you don't want to just display it in the landing position. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so to upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!